Part to today's lesson is going back to absolute value. Now remember, absolute value is written as the absolute value x with the bars. It's the distance from x to 0 on a number line without regard to direction, which is why it's always positive or non-negative. Now if you think about this though, if you have the absolute value of x equal to 3, x can be -3 or 3 because both of those, if you take the absolute value, will give you the solution of 3. So if a is going to be greater than 0 and the absolute value of x equals a, then x is going to equal a or -a. So please make sure you check your solutions to see if that is correct. So for this first example here, we've got the absolute value of x is equal to 10. Well, 10 is greater than 0. So therefore, x will equal either 10 or x equals -10. So when I go to graph this on a number line, I'm going to put out here -10, -8, -6, -4, -2, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then I can put my points at 10, and I can put my points at -10 as well. And that would be your solution you would graph. If we go on to something a little bit more difficult, we've got a little bit more work here now. It's saying that the absolute value of x plus 3 equals 5. That means that x plus 3 is going to equal 5, or x plus 3 equals -5. If I solve this by subtracting 3 from both sides, I get x equals 2, or x equals -8. So when I go to graph that solution on the number line, and marked it so it's a little less crowded, x equals -8 or x equals 2. This third example, 2x minus 7 equals 14. Therefore, 2x minus 7 will equal 14, or 2x minus 7 equals -14. So if I subtract or add 7 to both sides, I get 2x equals 21. Divide by 2, I get x equals 10.5. If I add 7 to both sides, I get 2x equals -7. Divide by 2, I get x equals -3.5. So if I graph this, I've got -4, 0, 4, 8, 12, 14, 16. So -3.5 and +10.5. And I have my solutions. Finally, we have here the absolute value of 3x minus 6 equals -2. Now, we have a situation here where this is saying that, as we mentioned in our rule back here, that if a is greater than 0. As you can see in our instance, a is not greater than 0. So therefore, this will have no solution, because you can't have the absolute value of a set of numbers equal to, whoops, I apologize there, can't have the absolute value of a set of numbers equal to negative 2, because there is no way we can put a value in for x, triple it and subtract 6, and take the absolute value, and the answer will be negative 2. So this would be no solution, or the null set. Your job now, complete these inequality problems, graphing that last one, and then writing the inequalities for the middle two, and solving and graphing the first inequality for class tomorrow.